I was running non-stop in school. It was like an adrenaline rush for me. The dean of the school, he was also the coach. And he was like, running will get you out of trouble instead of you running away from trouble. From there on, like I was always into sprinting and cross country. That was my thing. When I heard about they have a running team here at Odyssey House, I'm like, oh, that'll be great. I can go back to running, make me feel, like myself again. I was not liked most of my life. I always had to try to fit in. I was just bullied most of my time. And then high school, I got more popular because I was able to fit in since I was doing everything like everybody else was doing. My first year in college, kind of screwed that up, getting problems with legals. Came back home, but then I was also fighting cancer. Was getting sick and then got married. Husband wasn't always there. Incarceration was his best friend. So I basically felt like I was on my own. I literally ran to the city, moved in with my dad. Dad didn't really care about me. So I ran to the streets. That was the big door opener for addiction. After finding out I was pregnant at 25 years old, I ran back home. I gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, and I was always told I wasn't gonna be able to have kids. So this was my blessing. I had caught a DWI, Leandra law. My daughter was in the car. That's a felony, so I was fighting to get away from incarceration. I went to program, tried to do outpatient, and now I'm at Odyssey House. Now it's like a new chapter in my life, but it's my first time being in a long-term residential. I had to do a whole lot of adjusting. I really didn't know what to really expect at all, but I'm glad I actually did it instead of just running. And there's a lot of opportunities here. Odyssey House, like they give you all type of open doors to, figure out who you are. They have a lot of great people here that help you. I didn't think that I would even get acquainted with a lot of people. I never really had friends, especially actual friends that you can call on them for anything. It's not a one-way street with my new friends that I met here. I didn't even think that I'll be able to run again, but Mr. Matthews, he's a great coach. He pushed me and he showed me yes, you can do anything as long as you put your mind to it. So that's what I started doing. Instead of saying I can't, I put it as I can. The working out and things like that, it helps me feel basically complete. Everything that goes in my mind that I feel negative about or anything that troubles me, I'll run it out. It's like leaving the problems behind. I could be able to go back and think much more clear instead of just having everything on my head. It makes me feel like I can go ahead and accomplish more. I really didn't feel like I was a resilient type of person until now. Once I could bounce back after all that trauma, I can do anything else. I can do things that I used to do while being sober. I just want to be back to my daughter. Being there for her in her life without any hiccups or stays away from her. I just want to be back with her. It's been a rocky road, but at the end of the day, you gotta go through the rough in order to get to something beautiful.